Welcome to Business Today, live from New York. I'm Richa Gupta. Well, US stocks have had a steady open as investors react to Paul Atkins' nomination as the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Donald Trump has previously said he wants to make the US the crypto capital of the world, and Atkins is known to be crypto-friendly. His nomination has sent Bitcoin to a new record high, crashing through that psychological $100,000 barrier for the first time. So we're now joined by Michael Landsberg, who's the Chief Investment Officer at Landsberg, Bennett Private Wealth Management, and the firm currently has around $1 billion worth of assets under management. So welcome. Let us start off with looking at Bitcoin, because President-elect Donald Trump is following through with his promise of a crypto-friendly administration, and now he's picking Paul Atkins to lead the SEC. And we've seen Bitcoin has rallied some nearly 50% or so since his election victory. So what do you expect Atkins to do for regulation, and what would you be telling clients about investing in Bitcoin?
I think Atkins is a good pick. He was a former SEC chairperson, so he's not unknown to the job. But he is actually a big fan of deregulation. He's a pro-business guy. And he actually had a business in crypto. I mean, he was doing consulting work for some crypto companies. So I think he's going to be very pro-crypto and getting at least some seats at the table, if you will, in terms of asset allocation. And that's really, I think, what's going to drive Bitcoin and crypto over the next couple of years is some additional seats at the table when it comes to policy decisions for asset allocators.
And Michael, aside from Bitcoin, and we've also been seeing the S&P 500 notching new records. I mean, what will keep this market going higher? Do you think the markets are just over-optimistic at this point?
Well, there's a little bit of that, certainly. But you look at earnings. At the end of the day, stocks trade on earnings. The S&P 500 earnings are up 8% year over year. That's pretty strong. NASDAQ up over 20% year over year. And that's really what drives stock prices. A lot of noise, obviously short term and sometimes even intermediate term, but we look at where earnings growth, where's it happening, and we think that will continue. So we think it's a good environment to be. And if earnings start to decelerate, then we have to kind of reassess our position. But if earnings continue to do well and continue to grow, there's no reason why the market can't kind of churn higher here.